Henny Straight, and this is Give It To Me Straight. That's how we like it, so that's how we're going to give it to you. We're going to be talking about celebrities that are canceled. Canceled because of, what's going on. So let's get into it. Yakira?
We have to get into Trina. I feel like now we really do have to cancel her, right? Because she referred to protesters as animals. I don't know about you guys, but I definitely saw her on Love and Hip Hop a few times, acting like an animal to be as old as she is. You're supposed to be the legend on the show. I've seen her act out of character a few times. And then when the white lady in Target or Walmart or wherever called her a nigger, she was like going off on that woman. So I'm just like, how are you calling people animals for protesting?
I would say the whole Trina thing. At first, I was thinking maybe people could have took her words out of context. So at first, that's how I was feeling about it. But then, I did look more into it, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie. We're gonna have to cancel Trina out because I did see some interview, and she was pretty much saying like, oh, like, why y'all rapping with this white girl? And it's just like, white girl, like, wherever did you resonate with being white? And then I seen something else with like, I guess it was like a parent of hers, and he was pretty much saying like, we're not Latina. So she was pretty much claiming to be Afro-Latina, which is nothing wrong with it. But if you're a Black woman, then be proud of it, So I didn't want to think that that's how Trina was moving. But yeah, sis is canceled for me too.
Yeah, sister's canceled for me too. I saw that same thing where like one of her family members was talking about that she's Black and she's not Afro-Latina. And then I also saw the thing like when she was talking about how people get pulled over, and she's like, I know my rights. I have my license and my registration. Like, these people are getting pulled over and they basically acting like what you said, like animals and stuff like that. And it's like, first of all, cops don't care if you know your rights. They don't care about that. Your rights has nothing to do with it. So it was just like, I don't know. She's canceled for me. She's canceled.
I would definitely say it also bothered me because I feel like Trina, as far as like her as an artist, she's an artist that not always, but she's like always with other younger artists. Like she doesn't mind, the other artists on the come up. I never felt like there was like hate from her. Then to turn around and didn't hear her say like Black people are animals.
Yeah.
It sucks. And like I said, if her background stories had been different, then maybe I would have defended what she said differently. But because all that other context is like, maybe she is like having some self-hatred issues.
Mm-hmm.
I listened to the interview, and in the clip specifically, she was saying they need to make the curfew at 5:00 and just start arresting them at 5:00. Arrest these protesters. Like, that's what I'm saying. I have supported Trina for so long, but like, nah. Like, I feel like what's going on right now is just showing us how a lot of people really feel. So that's why I put Trina at number 1 on the list, because she was pretty much like the most shocking for me.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
So after Trina, I put Virgil on here.
Yeah, everybody's outraged about him. Like, how you donate $50 and you don't even sell anything for $50? Like, it's insane.
I heard one perspective he was trying to say was that he donated $50 so that people who don't have money will feel like they could donate.
That's silly. Why would you people who are broke to donate if you have money? If you have money, you should want to donate. You shouldn't want poor people to donate as well. They need that help.
Like, I'm just kind of sick of seeing like all these rich people, like, it's like, I get it. Like, they're advocating, they're using their platforms, they're using their voices and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with encouraging, regular people that they can donate, because we can donate. We're not hurting. We can donate $2. So I understand them promoting those things. If you're going to be promoting those things, then you should use your platform to really put up some money and help the community. Help somebody besides yourself. And then it's like, how do we get that information that he gave $50 donation? Like, was he proud of that? Like, did he think that was fine?
I feel like it was just like a screenshot that he donated, and it showed the amount that was $50. And I just feel like even Neiman Marcus, a lot of his stuff half off directly after. I just feel like we have to officially cancel him now because that was dumb. Like $50 and you don't even sell anything in your collection is $50.
That's what I'm saying. It's insane.
Yeah. And then these are the same people, right, that when they have their businesses, they start up, they're like, oh, if you don't like my prices, then you can go. It's not, it's supposed to be worth it and da-da-da-da. But then when it's time for, you to put out, then it's like, where's that same support? It's people always saying that they want support, but then they don't show the same support back. And it's disgusting.
But
so,
I did.
We can cancel him.
No, I hear, though, that he donated, like, 20,500, but it was like afterwards, and people were saying like he only donated that amount because people were like putting the pressure on him because it was like, how you only donate $50? So afterwards he donated.
You know what? I feel like there's another perspective to consider. Like, who knows? Maybe he could have wanted to donate that before. But we're not there. We're all, looking from the outside in. Sometimes everybody doesn't want to put everything they do on Front Street, because then when you do put what you do on Front Street, then people have something to say about that. Like, oh, you're donating.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, when you say that, it makes me think about how ASAP Rocky, like, he went out protesting or whatever, and he really tried to conceal himself. And I think he, like, released a statement saying, I don't have to take pictures and post videos to show y'all that I'm protesting. Like, I can just be telling it.
Yeah. So I feel like sometimes, like, it just becomes that, like, there's so much pressure for the celebrities, and it's just like, even, like, it's like you can't even just make a little comment because then the people just equate it to you not caring, when I don't even always think it's that.
Yeah, but I
even jumped into the thing with Ellen DeGeneres, and it said she gave, like, unheartfelt saying or whatever, words that didn't mean anything. But it's just like, but what does a lot of these words really mean? It's like, just because a company puts up some words saying that they support the Black community, what does that really mean? It doesn't mean that you really do. And I would say, me myself, I definitely care about issues and all of those type of things, but I don't always post about it. And it doesn't mean that I don't care. I don't feel like I have to write, like, thousands of paragraphs to prove to people that I care about Black people or that anybody else cares. And it's just like, you have to get somebody to write you a script on, to speak about the issues, and you have to make sure you make a public statement, and it takes away the authenticity from things.
I feel like
this time around, I just feel like it's so serious that, like, there is a demand for public, like, figures to speak up about what's going on. I feel like this time more than ever, because I was right there with you, Shanae, and it's like, I don't want to say I wasn't even going to post about these recent deaths, but I trained myself to not get involved with that on social media, because I really used to fight with people on Facebook. I'm talking about friends' moms, biracial moms who was white, telling them to block me and get off my page. Because I really feel passionate about it. It really upsets me. So I just feel like this time around more than ever, it's like a revolution. So there is a demand for celebrities to speak, whether we appreciate it or not. I feel like we always have been kind of upset, and not we as in us three, but I know we as a people, right? I know some Black people would get upset that Black companies and outlets wouldn't speak up about what's going on.
If you have the platform, then people should use it. She used her platform. She said something. People didn't like it. It wasn't good enough. And it's just like, maybe she should have got somebody to write her a little speech or something. But I don't want to just say that she doesn't care. I don't want to say that she just doesn't care about what's going on, because I've, watched Ellen DeGeneres show, and, from the looks of it, it doesn't seem like there's any non-support from the Black community. Maybe she just didn't know what to say. Sometimes people just don't know what to say. And I can definitely attest to that.
In my opinion, especially someone of Ellen's status. If you don't know what to say, don't say anything. But I was going to ask you, what did she say? Because I didn't even hear her statement.
It was very vague.
Very vague. Nothing of, it was just like, sorry, the Black community going through this.
It could be something that wasn't even targeted towards the Black community. Like, that's how vague it was. Like, it was just something very vague.
But you use to make money. That's my issue with her. You got all these little Black kids, the subway guys, you get arrested. It's like, even though you giving people money, you really using us for numbers and ratings. See,
that's what I back off of what she
to that.
How, like, You don't really want to post about things. You don't really want to say like anything. But I feel like as a celebrity, like as a public figure, you have to, because like we sit here, we watch you, we give you money, all of that stuff. So when something actually happens, like your voice actually matters. You influence so many other people. So it's like we actually need to speak up. And then when you speak up and you actually speak up in your mind and we listen to it and we're like, wait, what? That's how you feel? We're just like, nah, you're canceled. You know what I mean? But I feel like me personally, like how you were saying, Shanae, you didn't want to like post anything about it, or like you don't want to say anything about every issue that happens. Like a public figure, they need to talk about things like this. Like they can't just be quiet about things like this. And then when they do speak up about it, like they have to like have substance about it. Like it just can't be something vague because it's something serious. You have substance about other things that you talk about that are not serious. This is something that's serious. You know what I mean?
I feel like now with everything going on, everyone is kind of forced to either, that quote, stand for something, or you just don't mean shit, basically. And a lot of that in the media, because people are really trying to revolt. I told my mother, like, even though I feel like I was maybe only, 1 or 2 when the Rodney King situation happened.
Yeah.
I feel like what's happening now is exactly what I saw from the tapes of the Rodney King situation.
I saw this meme the other day, and they was talking about like Martin Luther King Jr. when he died or whatever. Like the looting and the riots, like was $47 million in damages, and then that's when like the Civil Rights Act and everything like came into place because of how outraged we were. So in order for something to change, I feel like we have to literally show like we're with the shits. Period. Like I want to say that it's more sophisticated, but no, we need to show we're with the shits. Period.
I understand why the looting is necessary. I would say my issue with the looting is the destroying of your own community.
You built the communities that they're even living. What are you talking about? Every community is our community.
I mean, every community is our community, but these people in their small businesses, they're not going to be able to rebuild their businesses as easily. And nobody's not thinking about that. They just thinking that it's just going to be easy for them. These people with their small businesses, they use their savings, their life savings to do their businesses. And then people that's kind of ignorant, they're not even completely sure what they're looting for. They're just fucking up everything. And that is where the problem lies. You're messing up your own community.
I just feel like with something like this, there's going to be, unfortunately, some people caught in the crossfires, right? And unfortunately, that is some small businesses. That is unfortunate. I will agree that, I've seen posts saying, even from Christina, that we're burning down the wrong things. Whatever the case may be, things need to get burned down right now, because what else is going to change? And for all the people telling us to go vote, it's just like that's not a response to police brutality. Because if we're gonna vote, we are gonna vote, right? We have to wait. Mm-hmm. We are here right now. We have to fix this right now. Like, people can't keep dying.
The actual situation itself is definitely ridiculous. I don't never want like my opinions about like separate issues to be mixed into to take away from the importance of what's actually happening. I just may not agree with certain things, and sometimes I just don't agree with sometimes people just zooming in on every tiny little thing, because it's just like, I get it. They're celebrities, but they're people too. Like, nobody never made a mistake and said the wrong thing. I can't lie. I go to work, and be around all the old people, Bertha, and it's just every here and there I make a mistake and say the wrong thing. Like, oh, I wasn't supposed to say that, but hey, I'm a human.
Hey, celebrities pay people to train them for media. Like, I can't make excuses for them. I feel like if you don't know what to say, don't say it. And this is how a lot of people have bad media teams, right? Because these crazy statements have come out, and then they try to do all this damage control after the fact, apologizing and stuff. So, like, that's why it's hard for me to make excuses for celebrities, because they have money. They're on
this platform.
Yeah, like they're public figures. So, like, they really have to watch what they say.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like, in a way, of course, celebrities are celebrities, regular people are regular people. But, we all have platforms. Like, even what we're doing right now, we're doing this so that we can share our opinions on a platform. We never know where this could go, or we don't know. So who knows, where, and then that's another thing. Like,
so then let's talk about Doja Cat then.
Yes.
Let's talk about Doja Cat. I don't agree with the things that Doja Cat said, but I also know that Doja Cat is a biracial woman, and I feel like there's a lot of issues that go with that people don't really get into, and a lot of times I'm not making excuses for her. I just really try to see all things from all points of view. She's a biracial woman, and it's like a lot of times when you're like black and white, you know, society tries to make you pick a side, and it just becomes very confusing.
Well, before we just get into like how we feel about it, I feel like we should mention what she did because some people don't know. I know she did the commentary on the 4C hair saying 4C could kiss my ass or can suck my ass. Now this bothered me.
Say that again?
She made a comment in a video saying, yeah, 4C hair, man, 4C can suck my ass. Like, but her excuse for it was she has 4C hair. Now, my issue with this is, one, in the video she got on trying to apologize, all we see is the lace front hairline and, like, the big forehead. And it's like she straightened her natural hair, but it was, like, that thin-looking shit. It's like, okay, if you apologizing about your comments for natural hair, have that 4C hair out that you speak of, since you want to talk about you so black now. So that's number one, what Doja did. Number two, from what I heard, was she said she has an obsession with chat rooms. So apparently she was in a racist chat room saying crazy stuff about black people to the point where it wasn't even like the white supremacists or whoever it was in the chat room talking stuff. It was mainly her egging it on.
It was who?
It was mainly her egging on the racist conversation, not even like the racist people who were in the chat with her. So my thing with Doja is, I feel like she canceled herself in a way. With Doja, it sets her back, right? Because a lot of people don't know she's biracial.
Yeah.
So it just.
I mean, I still think she's canceled. I just feel like she has a lot of issues that needs to be addressed.
And I feel like with her situation, what was a little sad was, I think the video was old, like it wasn't a recent video, but it's just like, sis, a lot of people don't even know.
That was the case. It was an old video. And that's what I was saying. That's what happens when you're a celebrity. You don't know, you don't know what life is going to come of. We don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe we're doing our little podcast. Who knows? People could know us however from now, and who knows, some little thing you could have said and somebody go and dig that up and be like, you said so and so and so and so and so. Now you got to go back and think about that moment and you know, be in that moment. It's a lot. So once again, I'm not uncanceling her. I'm just saying she's got a lot of issues that she needs to handle.
You're seeming to do a lot of devil's advocate.
She does have a lot of issues, but I don't know. I probably got to fake cancel her because she was like in a white supremacist group. So that means like you kind of like fake hate being black. It's not like, okay, you love being white. It's you hate being black. So it's just like, I don't know.
I mean, she hates being black, but she knows some things about black culture.
See, like that she's thick. That's
really confused.
She's not even really thick, guys. Because I met her. She's mad small. I think it's the camera angles. In person, she's small.
Really?
Man.
We getting back to our little list. This is one I just found out about today. Ari, G Herbo's baby mom, who a lot of the kids love. Nobody knows what she does, but the kids love her.
I have to say, I don't really know what she does. I don't really know much about her. I just know her face. Like she looks like a.
She got
explain it.
People, I feel like, from being G Herbo's baby mom and being kind of crazy and out there but pretty. That's what one of my friends who's like a part of the younger generation.
Yeah, she looks like a doll. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. So apparently she tweeted something along the lines of so basically it was a series of tweets. Something along the lines of, I was so happy when I made my first meal, and then told people that can't nobody make celebrities donate and say that we should use our stimulus checks to donate.
What?
Yes. So
honestly, we could cancel her.
She was never press play on me, so I can't really cancel somebody that was never there. But yeah, she canceled.
We could cancel her. I feel like she's I don't know how old she is, and hey, maybe she just needs to grow up because, like, you know, like I said, we see what she's like. She's a pretty girl.
How old is she?
I don't know.
23, 24, probably, maybe 25.
So you know what? That explains a lot. She's doing what 23 and 24-year-olds do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Ari, I
really thought that, you know, a woman from, you know, Atlanta and, you know, that came up, you know, doing things that would not have been her response though. So like you said, it is really unfortunate to hear, like, when things happen, to hear how people feel. Because it's like, there's one thing to not do something, but there's another thing to actually really voice it.
Right.
If you don't donate
Exactly.
and you never mention it, okay. But if you don't donate and then you just make it your business to be like, I don't donate. I make a lot of money, but hey, I don't got to.
I
It's
don't
just
have
like,
to do anything.
$1 million. Y'all can use your stimulus checks.
What yeah, and then to use your stimulus checks. What businesses does she have? Like, does she sell hair? Does she sell makeup? Check and see what businesses she has. Check and see what businesses Ari has.
She
I
has
think she models a lot of clothes.
YouTube, like a lot. She will post a video cooking and it'll have like 1 million views. I'm telling you, I love her. I don't know why. Then
What does she have, like OnlyFans or something?
She has the kid fans. I don't know, the kids that are like, in the teens to the early 20s.
I say they're not children. They're little young adults.
Yes, the teens to early 20s. That's like,
Don't make me sound old, bitch.
they like her.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't get it. I think she's a cute girl, but I feel like all the baby moms that didn't stay with their rapper mans is going out south.
You know what? I can't say nothing.
That's the culture right now.
Because I like Black China.
I mean, Black China is an OG, first of all. She ain't even in the same category as these new young bitches, okay?
But I'm saying, what is Black China but a baby mom?
No, you're right. I said the ones right now. Black China is chilling. We don't even hear about her. But it's like
she got a whole show. What are you talking about?
What?
She got 2 shows.
Negativity.
Oh no.
No negativity now. That's because she had her time.
Ones of right now, like the Aries and the Alexis Skies, I feel like they just be having stupid drama. Anyway, Ari is canceled. Next, I want to get into somebody who has gotten on my nerves for a very long time. And I feel like she's only famous because she was a friend of Tiny. Shekinah. Now, I don't know if you guys used to watch the little T.I. and Tiny Family Hustle show, but she used to always just be on there being annoying and ignorant to me. Just so uneducated and just annoying as hell. And it seems like, in my opinion, she hasn't changed because maybe like last week, the video surfaced to her on live crying about how they wiped out the Gucci store when they were looting in Lenox Hill or wherever, somewhere in Atlanta. And it's just like, out of everything going on right now, you're going to get on live and cry about Gucci, that has tons of billions of trillions of dollars. But
so she didn't cry about anything else
besides
so
sad.
And she actually
so sad is these women are so old. Like, one day I was just sitting back and watching, like an old Love and Hip Hop. And I'm like, wow, like thinking about my age, I'm like, wow, these people are old. And you'll be like, when do they grow up? But hey, like they said, age ain't nothing but a number.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she was really upset about the Gucci store.
Yeah, like she was crying her eyes out.
I agree with the annoying. She is annoying and loud and just
So as you speak about this, right? I didn't know who this girl is, but you said she's somebody off of Love and Hip Hop. I remember Tori Henry, he was on live.
On Baller Alert and Shade Room, the woman who was, they post all videos going on.
No, I watched his actual live, like when he was talking to her.
Trying to get all defensive with him. It's like, bitch, you are wrong.
Yeah, and I didn't know what was going on, so she was getting on my nerves, so I thought it was something else. Yeah. I was like, Tori, right now is not the time to be going live. But he was on like a whole nother type of timing. Yeah. But when I went on there, like I just didn't like what the girl was saying, so I was just like, I have to go.
He was pressing her. Like, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
And you're just like, where's your mother? Like
yeah.
Sad. Okay, so Shekinah. Then I was telling Christina about Shameik Moore. She wasn't that familiar with him, but Shanae, did you ever watch The Get Down?
I did, but I'm not completely familiar with. I started to Google him, but then I wasn't. I didn't find it.
Didn't it say he was in Wu-Tang Clan too?
Yes, he was in the Wu-Tang Clan show also. Did you get to check that out, Shanae?
No. I live under a rock sometimes.
It's okay. I'll send you the Wu-Tang thing.
Another show. I can't remember.
The Wu-Tang thing you should actually check out. It's a good show to watch.
It's a really good show.
It's very informative. I feel like for someone like me, I was so young, so I didn't know much about Wu-Tang and how they came up because I was a child when they were popping, but I learned a lot by watching it. So long story it was a whole series of tweets where he was just out of line, but he says something along the lines of, how can we blame the cops for being racist when there's still black on black crime? And anybody who says any bullshit like that when we dealing with the police brutality shit is canceled to me, because this ain't about black on black crime. This is about people in uniform killing us over racism. Like, one issue doesn't have anything to do with another, and as black people, we cannot victimize white people. We can't, because like we're so far behind them in life. It's just like, shut up. Yeah. So they really,
and there's crime in every race. So
that's a lot.
Neither here nor there.
People like get off topic, and when people do that, oh, what about black on black crime? I'd be like, okay, but we're not talking about that right now.
Something to be combined.
I don't know about.
No, not really. No, not really. Black on black crime and racism is two completely different things.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just that it's like,
I'm not killing you.
So why do people get so angry when somebody does want to talk about it?
Because my whole thing is this: if a police officer is doing something just specifically because someone is black, you feel what I'm saying? I'm not fighting or hating somebody else because they're black. You feel what I'm saying? I'm hating or fighting somebody else because they're in my community. And who the fuck else am I going to fight besides another black person that's in my community? Maybe. And 9 times out of 10, not only that, when you fight somebody, it's somebody that you was close with. It's somebody that you vibe with. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if everybody in your community is black,
I feel like what the problem is, right?
Just like white on white crime. If you know what I'm saying? It's police brutality against black people.
I think that when people mention it, it's not that they're trying to just erase the police brutality. It's just that.
And it gets me tight. It gets me so mad. It gets me so mad. Like, racism.
Do that. Like, we can't resort to that police black on black crime thing, because it just makes us look like a coon. To bring up us against each other when the fight or issue at hand is police killing us, it makes you look like a coon. That's a cop-out. And there's playing devil's advocate when it comes to the struggle as it pertains to police and black people. Police started in the United States as slave catchers. Then it became a police force. So like, this is still like, this was started from slavery, because that's what police were initially invented to do, catch slaves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. No, I mean, I totally get that, and I totally agree with what you guys are saying. I just really feel like sometimes when people say certain things, it just, like, that's not what they really mean. I guess that I feel like sometimes people, they're kind of leaning more towards, like, just black people sticking more together. And just, and I get it. They're two different
but
things.
That's why we are sticking together. So when we're sticking together and we're sticking together because of an injustice for a black person, it's like, oh, but what about black on black crime? We're talking about racism.
Yeah.
We're talking about racism.
Well, I agree with that. At that moment, that's the wrong time to bring it. Totally.
It's the wrong time. Like, if something happens, say for instance, another black man killed another black man, it's still gonna be wrong. You feel what I'm saying? That's still wrong. But right now, what we're talking about is something that we have been going through for years and years and years and years. So it's like, when we're trying to fight this and then you come at us with another battle, it's like, yo, are you at the cookout or not? Like, you with us or you're not? I'm confused. If you black and you saying you black and you want to fight, let's fight this battle first. That's why you notice. I hate to say it like this, but that's why you notice Spanish people stick together.
Yeah,
Spanish people stick together
all the time.
Black people stick together.
And I think, and like I said, I'm not defending it. I'm just, I can't help it. Always playing devil's advocate, trying to understand both points of view. I just feel like when sometimes people bring that up, and when it's, even though, it is the wrong time to be bringing it up, they're just more talking about that lack of unity that we have. You know what? I feel like a lot of times when it comes to artists, I am okay not really knowing like their personal views and such, because it's just,
you have to understand that there's kids that follow them. Like these kids, from the kids 10 to 20-year-olds, idolize shit they do.
They want to be like them, like 6ix9ine. Like, the kids want to be like him. Like,
I think you guys are misunderstanding what I'm saying. I'm just saying, like, when I'm like listening to somebody, like, I don't always completely look into like what their views are and stuff. Like, if I hear about a mistake or something, because once you hear something bad about an artist, that takes away from you wanting to listen to them as an artist, just knowing their personal views.
Not only have like celebrities been canceled, but I've been canceling friends. I've been deleting friends off of the dumb shit they've been saying. We could talk about that too.
Dominican Republic video I posted. Somebody I know who was from DR, who was in my DMs the day before trying to be on the devil's advocate bullshit. He goes like, "Oh yeah, I understand how you're feeling, but they were only acting like that because they were looting and breaking into stores." Talking about the 6 black kids in the video who you see standing there confused that the Dykeman guys was chasing them. So I said, first of all, my friend was out there and she told me they wasn't doing nothing. Like, you could really hop out of my messages with this, trying to make me side with why there was 40 of them following and chasing 6 black guys off Dykeman.
So where was looting on Dykeman?
No, the dudes was not even looting, girl.
I know they weren't. That's the point. Where were they looting? At Papacitos? Mama Juana's? What was they taking? Empanadas? What the fuck was they looting?
Literally.
Sorry.
Look.
Give it to me straight. Okay. What was they looting? What was the reason? What was the reason?
Like, that really pissed me off because we don't got to take nothing from Dykeman. We got so much. I mean, not the looting is okay. Because let me change my language. I'm not saying looting is okay. Like,
but not Dykeman.
They're doing it, but shit has to get fucked up, right? But
yeah,
look, those dudes wasn't doing nothing but walking down the street. And they came for them. So regardless of the videos, with the mayor or whoever from Dykeman, whatever, setting up the squashing the beef apology, talking about, it's a misunderstanding. Fuck out of here, because every black person from New York City knows that Dykeman is fucking racist and they do not want us.
I'll agree. I got so many stories from Dykeman. I could go on and on, but that would be a whole nother conversation.
So many.
The point is this.
So many.
And
then I still be going back. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me?
We gotta stop. That's what I'm saying. We have to be serious about not going there. There's so many other things.
I agree with that too. Like, because I agree. I've been back to Dykeman so many times, even though I've had so many bad experiences, and then my excuses because it's right there.
You know why we go? Because it's right there. We all uptown. We in Westchester or the Bronx. It's right there. It's in the city, but not the city. We not going to Brooklyn. We not going to Queens. People in Brooklyn, Queens, they don't give a fuck about Dykeman because they're not going to Dykeman.
Like you said, it's just one excuse after another.
Right?
It's like for us to sit here and be defending all of these things and then go back and then go up to a place that it's clearly racist. It's counterproductive.
Yeah.
So we do have to do better with not supporting places that don't support us.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. This is the time now more than ever. Stop going to fucking Dykeman, black people, because they don't want black people in their establishments. I have been there and seen them give Dominican niggas free hookah. Man is paying for the hookah. When you go, they want to nitpick what you got on, who you with. If you're not with, some Spanish friends, you might have to pay $50 to get in. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but every black...
No, seriously.
No, it's not an exaggeration. It is serious. You might have to pay $50 to get in.
Not $60 to get in somewhere.
No, Mama Juana's be bugging sometimes. I swear to God, sometimes they be thinking I'm Dominican, so they be trying to talk to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'll be like,
Yeah.
Because I
definitely say, like, for me with Dykeman experiences, when I was hanging out with the Spanish girls, like a group of Spanish girls, everything is fine. But when I'm hanging out with black people, it's totally different. It's a totally different experience.
It is completely different.
And then that just kind of goes back to, just pretty much.
They didn't want to let us use the bathroom one time. Like, it was crazy. Like, they was like, yeah, I gotta go. And it wasn't even closed or nothing. Like, they was just like, nah.
So they're
like Spanish girls dealing with black men and things like that. And it's just like, what, like Spanish women, they always want to deal with black men, but like you said, a lot of times we're not seeing them standing in these issues.
So they had a dictator in DR who I'm sure you guys know about, Rafael Trujillo, who was the one who influenced the whitewashing of the race. After Haiti and DR revolted from Europe, he felt like being in cahoots with the Haitian government would disadvantage him from trade and opportunities with Europe because they were poor, right? So Black Dominicans and Haitians, there was something they did called the Parsley War, where Dominicans say parsley one way, people from DR say it another, since Dominicans are Black too. So the Haitians couldn't say parsley in Spanish with the R roll got killed. Like, he was literally killing all the Black Haitians in the country, and any Black Dominican telling them to marry a white Dominican to whitewash the race. And you want to know what the fuck is crazy about this shit? He was a quarter Haitian. Like, that's why
It'd be your own people, girl. It'd be your own people.
No, seriously, I went to Dominican Republic for my birthday, my last birthday, because I didn't really know much about Dominican Republic, but I used to work with a lot of Dominicans, and when I would go into work, they would just speak straight Spanish. So I have to learn it.
I feel like that's rude as hell though when you're around Spanish people, and
it's so fucking rude to the point where like I wrote I spoke to I didn't even write nothing. I wasn't that deep about it. But I spoke to my manager about it. Like, listen, like, I don't know what's going on. Like, I was the only Black girl, literally the only Black girl amongst like maybe 30, 40 employees. And I lied. There was another Black girl, but she spoke Spanish, French, and Chinese, Mandarin. So I don't speak nothing. So niggas don't care about me. Everybody in there was bilingual. I was the only person who wasn't. So everybody could speak to each other in different languages and stuff like that, but everybody knew Spanish, literally. Everybody did except for me. And it was just like an out-of-body experience. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go to DR. I went to DR and like I experienced like a couple of excursions that like talked about history and stuff like that. And that's where I learned, like, you know, the first slaves were brought to Dominican Republic, Haiti, which was all one country and was named La Hispania. What did you say? I can't say it.
Hispaniola,
Hispania. It was that country, okay? And all the slaves was brought there, but the majority of slaves was brought to Brazil. I never knew this, you know what I'm saying? But like knowing like, you know, my history for like, you know, Black culture and stuff like that, like I just know slavery in America. So I never knew anything about Dominican Republic. And I'm like, damn, it started in Dominican Republic before I even went anywhere. Like they brought them straight from, because Haiti, Dominican Republic was the first country he discovered. So for people to be like, oh, I'm not Black, it's like, what? You the blackest of the blackest. I'm so confused.
Like, I literally lost friends over like just getting into things about race and just nonsense. It's ridiculous. And it's just like, you know, we are so much the same, but so many, you know, Latinos, they can't wait to separate themselves from Black people.
They want to so badly. I don't understand why. I feel like
because
like, people be like a united force.
Everybody loves Black culture. Everybody loves the braids and everything else about Black culture, but not Black people.
don't like Black people.
I got at least, you know, 5 of them trying to talk to me. So it's just like, oh, y'all. No, for real. Because every time I'm out there, I feel like they always try to talk to me. You guys don't feel like that? And in my head, it's just like, I don't even know if I want to talk to you, because if it ever gets down to it.
What do you mean as far as the Spanish guys?
When I go to the Heights.
Honestly, I feel like the guys, they do always try to talk to you. But with me, with my experience, I feel like the Latina women feel some type of way when they see like certain guys giving you attention.
You know, I've never really had an experience like that in the bars. I have a friend who lives in the Heights, so I would be around like outside, you know, and they would try to talk to me like outside, like, you know, walking down the block or something. In the bars, there was one time where I did feel like they were like trying to talk to me and stuff, but I could see that with the girls.
I mean, I can see that also, like, with Black girls. Like, I feel like also Black girls don't like it when Black guys talk to Spanish girls. Or maybe that's just me. I mean, I don't like it.
It can be a thing.
And I can say it.
That I feel like another problem is like, you know, we all complain about racism.
And it's not, no, I don't want to say it like that. I don't want to say it like that. I don't like it when Black guys, like, glamorize only Spanish women. I have no problem with a man being with a Spanish woman, a black man being with a Spanish woman, or a black woman being with a Spanish guy. It's just when they like glamorize it, like, and make it seem like black women are like dirty.
That's the problem.
Like, that gets me mad. Like, you can glamorize them and like them, but when they be like, oh, they only need a Spanish girl, and then they make it seem like black women are like you don't have a black mom, that gets me upset.
And that is also a representation of self-hate. So men like that, we can't even get mad at. Because if you don't like what you came from, what does that say about you?
That's true, but I don't know. It just gets me mad because I be like, but why you got to do all of that, though? Like, you can like Spanish girls, but, like, you don't have to be extra.
Them doing that is a reflection of their own ignorance and self-hate. That's why you can look at it away. You just don't need to be fucking with nobody who says anything like that. Because they have issues that are beyond.
Nobody from Dykeman, period.
I feel like at the end of the day, everything just kind of boils down for certain people dealing with their self-hate issues. And, you know, and then, like I said, a lot of people are racist and don't even realize it, but black people too. And that's the problem.
I'm about to say, I'm racist in certain extents, and I know it.
And that's the problem too. We can't not want racism to.
But I'm trying to work on it.
People to be racist.
You gotta understand, it's also the way I was raised.
And it's also the way that they were raised.
I'm pretty sure that it was, and that's why we trying to fix this shit, because they on some other shit though.
Exactly.
I'm only racist because these niggas, they started
to go both ways. We can't not want them to be racist and then turn around and be racist.
Started it.
People are like that. That's the problem.
Concierge. I learned this today. Concierge meant slave worker or slave something. That's what that means. Concierge. The person that gets your bag and stuff like that. That's like a slave. That's what that means. So people that get the concierge job and they getting paid all this money, you just a slave boy.
I think just in general, there should just be a focus on people just not being racist. We all the same people, the Spanish people, black people.
I feel that way too.
Everybody's complaining about racism and then being racist.
I said racist sometimes. It's different. Like, you know, I don't want to say I'm racist. I'm prejudiced. There's a difference.
Yeah, I agree. It's different, but I
have my prejudices. Even against black people, I have my prejudices. But I'm not racist. I don't hate any race. I love all races. But I mean, certain races are known for what they are known for, just like certain sexes, male and female, are known for what they're known for.
And also, I feel like another big thing is just like you Carrick said, when it comes to certain celebrities, they have press and whatever, and just us as people, we just have to be cautious of what we say. Mm-hmm. And that's important. We all probably have our own, you know.
I don't think we have to be cautious of what we say. I think celebrities have to be. I don't think that we have to
be careful about what they say. What if you become a celebrity? Who knows?
And you just have to be conscious of deleting shit that you don't want people to see.
Or have a good publicist that can apologize very well. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, these celebrities have all this money. They should have good publicists that are covering all this shit up. Well, that's why Yakira's like, I don't understand this. You have money that you pay people to fix this shit. Fix it.
That don't mean just because they wanted you to fix it that it is going to fix.
That don't mean they should be out here being careless about what they say just because they're celebrities and they make mistakes.
And that's why I said you should be careful about what you say for them jump.
Yeah, so if anything, I totally agree with you, because literally that's what I always say. Watch what you say from the jump if you know you're a public figure. It's good.
Yeah, if you're a public figure. Not me. I'm not a public figure, so I'm just going to say what comes to my mind.
It depends on what you want in life. I don't know. Some people want things where it can work out for them where they say whatever, right?
Cardi B.
Yeah, she is the prime example.
Cardi B.
Even though I saw a crazy video today of some rapper who only has like 7,000 followers talking about how her, Cardi and QP stole all her lyrics from mad songs. I'm going to send you guys she did a TikTok about it, but it like everything was looking kind of mirror to mirror. So I was just like, ooh, this shit is crazy. Wow. And like how she was even in touch with an Atlantic A&R, how they told her to send 2 of her songs on some, they was trying to help her shit. But then how Cardi came out with songs with like almost the same exact lyrics. Ain't that crazy? I'm gonna send it to y'all.
That's another topic.
That's another episode.
Yeah, that's another episode. I just got one more person I want to talk shit about. I don't know who, but somebody else got to get it.
Okay.
Somebody else got to get it straight.
Somebody else I had on here was Wiz Khalifa.
What happened because I love him.
I love him too. That's why I'm pissed. But early in the movement, he tweeted some shit like, "Don't fight hate with hate. Take action, but do it with love." And it's just like, shut the fuck up with this soft shit. This ain't no soft movement. The fuck? Like how we said before, shit has to get
How can we hate Wiz Khalifa? Like,
Wiz Khalifa smoked too much weed. He's good. He's not canceled.
By the pool right now.
Smoking. You guys are looting. You should get high.
Wiz Khalifa is not canceled in my book, boo.
It's like now is not the time to say some dumb shit like that because Black people are angry. George Floyd.
That just goes back to right now how you just can't say not one little thing because it's just like
if you don't know what to say, just don't say anything.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like somebody doesn't know. That means that somebody gets to decide what you should and shouldn't say. Well, like what did he really say that was too wrong? He didn't say that people were animals or anything. He just said do it with love.
You can't
feel like
that. That's just like BSimone telling us to pray for the enemy when they are putting their knees in our necks and killing.
I was just about to talk about BSimone. This is how I feel. I feel like if you're not talking about nothing negative, you right. You right. Even what BSimone said, like pray for the enemy, or she's all right in my book because at the end of the day, she sounds like my grandma. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, she sounds like my grandma.
Things differently.
Like
it's like we
can't enemy, like that's like Christian. Yeah, that's like Christian moral values. Like I could get with that. You feel what I'm saying? But when you saying some dumb shit like black on black crime, and I can't get with that. But if you saying something like that, I can get with the peace. And as far as Wiz Khalifa, he smokes mad weed. What you think he gonna talk about? But peace. He don't want to fight about nothing. He don't want to fight about nothing. That nigga just want to smoke weed and chill. You don't think he mad? He mad as fuck. But that's him being mad as fuck and being high as fuck at the same time.
Right, because like even for us, right? You know, we feel how we feel, but none of us are outside looting.
No, we're not looting. But Yakira is going to go protest tomorrow, and I'm thinking about going with her.
Christina, I was going to ask you to come with me. I didn't even know if I was still going to go to the Dykeman one anymore, but there's a bunch in the city in Brooklyn we could go to. So
no, I want to go to the Dykeman one.
Okay, well, we can start there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you want to go with me to the Dykeman one.
Yeah, we could go.
Okay. But, so, yeah, that was all that I really had on my list of cancel.
Yeah, I'm happy that we spoke about that last person now. I'm happy we got that in.
I would like conclusion. I feel like in conclusion for me, like if you like Christina said, if you really said something negative, then cancel. But I'm not going to just be canceling people because they don't agree with certain, methods or violence or whatever. Everyone is allowed to be as angry as they want to be.
Yeah.
No, I'm not buying it. I feel like people in public eye need to watch what the fuck they say, period. And if you don't stand with us and you're not sure, if you're against us, don't say nothing at all because now it's not.
Why does it mean that you're
not against us?
You're not against you. You just don't.
I didn't say Wiz Khalifa was against us. I feel like he was kind of standing in the middle. And there's
even BSimone, she's standing in the middle too. Pray for the enemy.
I agree with the people canceling them. We are revolting or we not. It's not no peace right now because this girl.
So you would have been Malcolm X and you would have never been Martin Luther King Jr. Pretty much is what you're saying.
Yeah. Fuck shit up. That is how I feel. And I know like you can say what I want since I'm not like out there fucking shit up. Well, one, the reason why I'm not is because I feel like looting season happened already in Soho in New York and NYPD shut it down, right? So nobody can loot. But two, I have fear in my heart about that. I don't want to get beat up by the cops because I have a daughter. But I will start some protests, I can't say that I will be out there after 8 p.m. on the curfew because I saw videos of them beating people up and arresting them. But I will say I fuck with everybody out there doing it because this movement is about sacrificing yourself for people. It's been going on for too long. It's sad.
Too long.
It's fucking crazy. Like we have been getting brutalized since they brought us over here from Africa.
I mean, like I said, I'm like, it is definitely upsetting.
Yeah, it's just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, that man wasn't doing nothing. George, for over a $20 bill.
$20 bill.
You gotta kill him with your meat over to like.
Even worse is that, you know, it's like, this is what we're dealing with today. And it's only a matter of time before there's another situation. And it sucks that it's that way, but that's what it is.
Yeah.
It seems like with the protesting, a lot of things are being reopened and they are trying to make some new changes. I'm seeing statues of racist Confederate flag leaders being torn down.
They have a Black Lives Matter street in Washington, D.C.
leading to the White House. So
yeah.
No, I mean, the changes are being made, but I'm just saying it's just a matter of time before we're like, you know, talking about another police brutality.
I agree.
Even think in that direction. Because you're probably right, but I know I'm just going to get upset all over again. So I'm trying to focus on the movement and why people are still protesting. A part of the reason is why, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. I don't know how you saw that was trying to make the say their name law or something that bans chokeholds in New York City. They are making changes like they've never made before, and I will say I kind of appreciate it, even though it's unfortunate that it took us getting to 2020 for this shit to happen.
That's what we have to do. We have to loot. We have to break shit. We have to fuck shit up in order for shit to change.
You know, unfortunately, it sounds bad that it has to be that way, but nobody listens to you when you're being nice.
Let's get off of here. I've been having too much straight.
Yeah. So now that we've talked about who's canceled, I think we've concluded that. And I feel like the conclusion is we just need to try and erase all the colored lines.
All right, so look, boom, because I'm a Scorpio, maybe it's a Scorpio thing. It's completely different. So when people be like, oh, you're October Scorpio, I be feeling like, oh, what you trying to say? I'm light-skinned and I'm not dark-skinned? Like what? I'm not with the get down. Like, we are all the same. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I feel like Black people, we are all the same. Light-skinned, dark-skinned, mixed, half white, half, we are all the same. We are all Black. We all share common everything. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So when people be trying to single me out, I be feeling mad weird. I want to go in the streets. I want to protest. I want to see some shit, talk to some people, but 6 feet because coronavirus is still going on. Even though coronavirus is canceled. You want to know what's so crazy? New York had the most cases, and guess what we said? Fuck that shit. We don't give a fuck.
They just confirmed no coronavirus deaths today for the first time since March. But it's just crazy to me, like, what was it then? Because how is it now that people are on top of each other?
I feel like between me and you, I feel like nobody passed away from coronavirus. I feel like what people passed away was for some other shit that people just was not giving them the vaccine from that we always was already getting. This is a whole nother discussion. Y'all don't even want to get.
No,
I love the conspiracy.
This is another discussion.
Give it to me straight.
Nice.
Don't have me drink straight in the next episode. I'm gonna chase it because I can't.